G'day guys, here we have our much loved 1991 EB XR8. Just showing you, we've had a couple of people request some additional photos, so we thought we'd do a walk around video, so we'll give you a look at it. It's obviously a factory black car, showing a genuine 74,000 kilometres. Absolutely dead straight. Now it hasn't been polished up for sale. Or detailed. This is just as we've got it from undercover from out of the garage. As you can see, it's being a black car, it normally shows up every mark. It does have a couple of tiny little imperfections as to be expected from a 1991 model car. I'll point them out in a minute. We'll just do a walk around so you can have a look. It's currently unregistered, but it is due. And seeing it's a 91 model in Tasmania, it is allowed for special interest registration nowadays. Just continuing the walk around. Give you a quick look inside. As you can see, the seat bolsters are in perfect condition. Normally these all get worn out. Passenger seat's immaculate. The rear seat's hardly been sat in. It's like I said, we haven't cleaned this up for sale or anything. There's a couple of little marks in the carpet, the floor mats where it sure did good clean of the carpets. There's no been aftermarket stereos been fitted or anything. All the door cards are great. No fading or anything. See, showing in the kilometres. Oh, that sun's terrible. Sorry. 74,094 kilometres. Original radio. Good old 4-speed auto with the economy and power shifter. Got AC, which works. Oh, that sun's terrible. Sorry, guys. It's got had a dash mat on it. The dash isn't cracked or anything underneath like that. Oh, sorry, the sun. So there's inside. Perfect. No, as I said, no aftermarket stereos or anything silly. This is nice and original EB XR8S. So this is the early versions before the Tickford cars. Quick look on the engine bay. Give you a look. Obviously it's an original engine, etc. So I'll give you a walk around, then I'll show you some little. Everyone wants to know what's wrong with them, and I'll point that out as far as we know. So it's, the 5-litre fuel injected, power steer, aircon. It's had the retrofit back in the day for the air conditioning, so it's got the R134A in it. So it's a 91, it's one of the first EVs. So this was pretty big in the day. This was when Ford come back to bring back the V8 after many years away. It was much hyped. I'll give you a look in the boot. Sorry, the boot's a little bit carpets and stuff a little bit dirty, unfortunately, sorry. So our boot opener still works. So, yeah, of course the Falcon S before they become Tickford. So in the boot, the body's in excellent condition. Bumpers are in good nick, no fading, plastics. It's been garaged. So, sorry, the carpet's a little bit ruddy. Inside the boot. Okay, so that's a quick look at our EB. Now I'll point out a couple of negative aspects that everyone wants to know about. Unfortunately, we popped the bonnet. It's developed a Welsh plug leak. It's a tiny weep. We was going to rectify it. We've just been a little bit busy, so I thought we'd offer it up for sale. It's a pretty easy fix, really. I'm just a bit busy at the moment. So it's developed a Welsh plug leak from the Welsh plug. Pretty common on these things, actually. From the right hand side, just underneath the exhaust manifold. You could possibly do it without pulling the engine if you're quite clever. But it has had a new radiator fitted in it a few years ago. new heater taps, etc. We'll start him up and running. So yeah, so that's needs a Welsh plug. Bodywork, couple of tiny little marks. You know, black shows every little tiny mark and scuff up. So we haven't detailed this thing. It would come up an absolute gem. We're gonna have a professional polish up. It's pretty good, really. It's so straight. No car park dings. It's been garaged and garaged and garaged. It's been in storage. There is a tiny mark in the spoiler on the back here. It's just through the top clear. Apart from that, there's a couple of little tiny little marks, but I said, you know, there's a couple of tiny little marks there. It hasn't been polished. I reckon they'd come out. Little mark on the mirror. That's actually a little bit deeper. That I don't reckon that one would polish out, but 74,000 kilometres. Tiny little mark on this front bumper bar. Just down here, a little scuff mark. But no, it's so straight. No little dings in it. Down the side, we'll start it up for you. It runs, dries fine. It's just developed this weep. It's not even a real leak, it's more of a weep from the Welsh plug. Like all our gauges work. It's got a nice exhaust note. It's actually got aftermarket headers, got fitted on by the second owner, and a different exhaust system. That's probably... So we've got a nice exhaust note. Belt's a little bit squealy. I think the alternator's charging. Okay. There she goes. So it was cold before. We just backed it out of the shed and brought it across the car park, across the road, and get a quick video. But these are a little detail up. Put a set of Welsh plugs in it, and you'll be good to go. Okay, we'll give you another little final walk around. Okay, there's a couple of little stone chips on the front edge of these bonnets which have been touched up previously. Final little walk around. Oh, it's got the tinted window tint put on by the second owner. So this thing's come out of storage. Hasn't been on the road since 2007, but it has been started regularly in that time. So guys, that's our EB XR8, EB S XR8, like a pre-Tickford car. This was the return of the V8 back for Ford. This is what started it all again. Okay guys, any questions, give us a call. Bye.